Fox News Alert, and back to that breaking news out of California today. We were just listening to some great information from the local fire department there. They gave us an update as to what happened after this train collided with some sort of truck on the tracks around 5:45 this morning. What we are now learning is that there are 51 victims. That's much higher than we first reported to you. 30 people were injured was the first report that we received. Now we're seeing that number is around 51 victims. However, no fatalities. You have 28 people transported to the local hospital. You have 4 critically injured. So certainly still developing story. But out of 51 victims, no fatalities. And as you can see on the screen there, a dramatic crash. Will Carr is live on the scene there with more on what we're learning, Will, about what happened, what caused all of this.
Good morning, Jenna. I want to set the scene for you. We're about 60 miles northwest of downtown Los Angeles, and this commuter train was heading to L.A. this morning here through Oxnard when it crashed into that tractor trailer. Take a look. You can see what's left here. It is charred. We're told just seconds afterwards there's video of the truck fully engulfed in flames. Authorities are now saying that the driver of that truck fled from the scene and has since been arrested. Why? We're still not exactly sure. Right after this happened, triage became a top priority. We saw them set up colored tarps to separate the seriously injured from the rest. Firefighters were helping pull passengers out of the derailed cars. Like you just mentioned, 51 people now injured, including the conductor and the engineer. 4 people are in critical, but the important part, no fatalities here. Now, this is a push train. That means that the engine is behind the car, so there's really nothing to buffer the passengers from a collision like this. But after big collisions with Metrolink trains in 2005 and 2008, they actually implemented collision technology, which makes the train cars expand outwards instead of crumbling. It appears that's what happened here, and one former NTSB member has said that this appears to be a successful derailment in the sense of the trains are still intact, and as you can see, there's no fatalities here, but obviously a big crash here. Investigators still on the scene. We're expecting the NTSB to come to the scene potentially later today, Jenna, while they still try to figure out exactly what happened out here this morning. Jenna.
What an interesting point, Will, about the technology there, and perhaps it was one of the reasons why we haven't seen fatalities. Can you just set the scene for us a little bit more? The area that you're in, as far as the commuter rail, how many people use the commuter train on a regular basis? And are you in, farm country? Are there a lot of heavy equipment being moved around in that area where we would find perhaps a truck could be left or stall on a track?
We are in a very farm country type area, so they said that there's a lot of semi-trailers that use this road going back and forth. It's unclear what this tractor trailer was doing here. The fact that the driver ran is highly suspicious, but we're still trying to figure out exactly why that was and why he has now been arrested. As for the number of people who may have been in this train, they're still trying to figure that out because the conductor was injured here. They say it was most likely either around 100 people because this was the second stop of the day here. So they're still trying to figure that number out. But again, no fatalities, but 51 people injured and 4 people in critical condition. Jenna.
Some great information for us there, Will. It's a very busy scene as we're seeing around you. Some great shots for us today. Will, back to you as we learn more about what happened there. Thank you very much.